The core vision of the Hub is quite simple, that we want to grow and develop a world-class cluster of digital enterprises here in the historic Liberties area of Dublin City. I suppose the main success we've had to date is that the cluster has grown to 90 companies and currently employing in excess of 650 people full-time. What's unique about the cluster is that we have this mix of 60% Irish Indigenous companies and 40% of companies from outside Ireland. A very good example of one of those companies will be Eventbrite, who are an online event creation and management company. They arrived here last summer, soon after I arrived myself, and their stories are interesting in that they have grown exponentially almost since they've arrived from 2 to 7 to 14 people. And I suppose a former graduate or alumni of the Digital Hub is the well-known company Amazon, who are here. You may have known that recently announced a 200 job expansion here in Dublin, so we're delighted to be associated with businesses like that. The Digital Hub has a lot of very positive things to offer, but I suppose I'd divide them mainly into two, what I would consider the hard benefits of being here. We offer excellent accommodation under very flexible terms, and those terms would be biased in favour of the entrepreneur, the starter. So we offer licenses and leases. We offer various options from a single desk up to 50 people. They have access to all our meeting rooms and facilities. Some of them are for free. We have a dedicated cafe on site. And also access to high-speed broadband. Obviously, with something like the Digital Hub, you'd expect that. On the soft side, I suppose, and which is just as important, is that we offer an environment where people can network and collaborate together and sort of cross-pollination of ideas to meet like-minded people. Again, a very good example is an Irish company called Mahu, set up by Carol Thornton. He was lying on a couch trying to run his business from an apartment or a flat in Bonham Street, and he moved here recently, and he's found that been collaboration with like-minded people, and again his business has grown. He's in the whole area of e-health and app development, and we have a health informatics program going ourselves, and he's tapped into that, and he's working with St. James Hospital and a number of hospitals in the southeast of the country. So he is now 10 people employed. Last year in 2014, we had 35 new companies came into the Hub, and for the first 3 months of this year, we have 8 new businesses. We're still on par again. As I said before, to cover the right broad spectrum of digital. As you know, digital now is becoming ubiquitous. It's everywhere, from the media, TV, animation, film side of the house to software development, app development, and obviously the big new drive area is the whole area of the cloud. The Internet of Things and so on. So we have the full broad spectrum. Sure, yeah, I think the space issue is a major problem, and we hope to address it. As I said earlier, we offer very good value here in the Digital Hub. We're only 3 kilometres from the city centre, and as you know, rental prices are starting to go through the roof, and one would hope that this won't be a barrier to small business development in the city. But we continue to offer good value here. As I mentioned, we have 8 active buildings at the moment, housing 90 enterprises. If you look out the window, you'll see cranes and scaffolding all over the place. So we have 3 major projects going on at the moment. We have a student accommodation block being built for 495 students, which is going to really be a game changer for the area, bring new life into the area. Also on the corner of Bonham Street and Grainstore, there's an old Georgian listed building, which has been fitted out with a retail on the ground floor and about 5,000 square foot in the rest of the building, and it'll be very unusual, almost Dickensian type of accommodation, which I think would be very attractive. And also further down the line, as you know, we have a 9-acre site on the campus here in Dublin. We have gone to market with a large site which comprises of the beautiful Vat House 7, which is, I would describe as almost an industrial cathedral of a building. And beside that then there was an old cash and carry. And we're using the competitive dialogue process to go out to the market to enter into joint ventures or partnerships with developers to grow that site. And we would hope to get an additional large amount of space and also other digital type of large companies in that space, which will help to sort of develop and further enhance the cluster.